it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2025. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that it is just about to be the new year. For you guys, it is the new year. For me, it's still December 26th, but this is going to be my first video for January. So I just wanted to take the chance to wish you all a very happy new year, and I hope it's going to be an amazing one for all of us. So I've actually got a Lawn Fawn haul to share with you today. This is from the December release. So this was a Valentine geared release, and I actually have already started my Valentine card series using one of the products that is in this box. So yeah, if you missed that, you can definitely check that out, and there should be more videos in that series coming very soon. So I hope you guys are going to be excited for it. It's always kind of a letdown after the holiday card series ends. So starting the Valentine card series as soon as possible just helps me kind of not go through that little bit of a, I don't know if it's a burnout or what after the holidays. It just helps me kind of refocus my energy on something else that I look forward to. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. So I'm going to go ahead and open these products and share them with you. I did get the big Lawn Fawn box with all of the fun grasses inside, which I like to save for my kids' Easter baskets. I am going to take out all of these products and set them off to the side, and then I'll share everything with you one by one. And also, just a disclaimer, I put this on all of my Lawn Fawn videos. I am a Lawn Fanatics design team member, and I also am a monthly contributor to the Lawn Fawn blog and YouTube channel. So they do send me a few items in advance, which is how I was able to already film that Valentine card series. Number one, and they send me a couple items in advance, and then the rest of the items I purchased myself on release night. So it's going to be a mix of things that are already open and things that are still new in the packaging, but we'll get into all of that. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump straight in. So the first thing Lawn Fawn always sends you when you order from them directly is you usually get a little thank you with a card from whoever packed your order. So my order was packed by Catherine. Thank you so much, Catherine. And my little stamp says thank you, which is always useful. They also usually tuck a few sheets of pattern paper in your box, which I always enjoy because these are actually from the 12 by 12s cut down into 6 by 6s. And I never buy the 12 by 12 sheets because I don't have any way to store them. But the 12 by 12 sheets are larger scale. The 6 by 6s are shrunk down about 50%. So I always love getting these because it's a slightly different version from what I've already purchased. And these are double-sided. So we have some of the plaids are in the vertical orientation and some are in the diagonal. So that's always fun. These are going to be really useful to have on hand, and I just like that they're the larger size of the pattern. Next up, I did get the Free with 60, which was this really cute Valentine's mouse stamp set. It's called Valentine Mice. So this was just a bonus if you purchased $60 worth of product from that Valentine release. And I obviously did that, so I was sent this adorable little collection of cute mice. I really love this one who's making the kissy face. That's going to be my favorite in this for sure. This one holding the little candy heart is also super adorable with the XOXO. And then we have this one peeking over the love letter. There's a couple of tiny sentiments, a couple of tiny hearts, and some larger sentiments. So this is a really great set. If you missed out on this, and I'm not sure if by the time this video goes up if it will still be available, but if you missed out on it, they do usually release these at a later date. It could be a whole year, but yeah, it's usually released later on, so also dies should be available at that time. So next up, I got the new mini set, which is called Sweet Strawberry. So we've got this chocolate covered strawberry, or it could also be yogurt dipped, whatever you'd like. And then you've got some little extra seeds you could add. There's some sprinkles to add to the chocolate. a couple of cute smiley faces if you want to add that. There's some little blush marks if you want to stamp those rather than color them. And also two different sentiments, I love you so very much, and you are so sweet, in the tiny little font, which is super cute. And then I did get the matching dies. I always get the matching dies. I just don't like fussy cutting, and I don't have any kind of machine that cuts things out. I just prefer to do it the manual way. Next up, I got one of the half-size sets, and that is the Heart Pandas add-on. I really love this one with the large rock that he can be laying on. I think this rock will be useful for a lot of different Lawn Fawn critters or just scene building elements, so I love that they included that. There's also a bamboo stalk and a butterfly and a bunch of different sentiments, and also a smaller sentiment. I love that we get that variety. There's even some little Z's so he can be napping. And then of course I did get the matching dies to go along with that. The next set that I got was the Heart Pandas, and this one I have already used, so I've repackaged it. So normally it would come in the standard Lawn Fawn packaging, but when you open these over and over, they do break after a few uses. They're not meant to be used long term. So I always keep mine in these stamp pockets. I just put a sheet of white cardstock in there, and then I can add my dies on a magnetic sheet on the back. I just cut down magnetic sheets and just tuck that in the back so that everything is kept nicely together. And then I will go ahead and put a label on this at the top. I haven't done it yet because I was waiting for the rest of the products to arrive. But I will put a label at the top there so that I know what the set is called. So when I'm doing a blog post or a video or whatever, I have the name right on top, but it's also down at the bottom, always on the Lawn Fawn stamps. So I think this one is so cute. I love these pandas and all the different scene building elements with the different size bamboo. I think it's really fun too that the one that is in the Heart Pandas add-on is a different size. So we have a large, a medium, and a small. If you also have the add-on, you can see that's a little bit smaller than that one and quite a bit smaller than the large. And by the way, I am sorry, I am still recovering from that awful cold. So my voice is still not 100%, and the more I talk, the more I lose it. So hopefully I'll get through this video without any issues. But we've got two cute butterflies and a little ladybug, which is also a symbol of good luck in a lot of countries. And then of course the lucky bamboo. So I think it's just a really, really fun one, not only for Valentine's Day, but also just entering the new year with that good luck theme. Lots of fun little sentiments in this one too, and I definitely think that is a set that can be used year-round, not just for Valentine's Day. Next up, I got the Henry's Build a Sentiment Love. This one I've also already repackaged, and this one is one of a series. There's a few different sentiment sets in this font that are all Henry's Build a Sentiment, but then they all have different themes, so you can mix and match and build your own sentiments. I also have used this one already on a card. I can't remember if it's on that Valentine card or if it's on a different one that's coming out. I think it might be on the Valentine one. That video hasn't come out yet as I'm filming this, but it has come out if you are watching this, if that makes sense, because I'm pre-filming, obviously. But yeah, you can build all kinds of different love-themed sentiments, which I think is really, really fun and different. So great sentiment set to have on hand so that you're, always staying fresh with the sentiments that you're building. So that was actually all of the stamp sets that I picked up, but I also got a couple of the dies. I got the Bamboo Forest backdrop in the portrait orientation, so it also comes in the landscape orientation. but this is the one that I got, and I have used this already as well. I used this during my holiday card series, toward the end of my holiday card series, so I also did a Christmas card using that Panda, the I Heart Pandas stamp set. So I've actually done 2 videos with the I Heart Pandas, and the Christmas one used the bamboo backdrop, or the bamboo forest backdrop. So if you missed that and want to see what this looks like in action, you can go ahead and still check that out, even though it is after the holidays. With a few tweaks, that card could definitely be an everyday kind of card, or Valentine card, or whatever you wanted to do. Yeah, this one is going to be lots of fun to use. I love the different extra elements that you have. So you can really create as much of a full scene or scaled down scene as you like. I also got the little letter die set, and this one creates a little envelope, and then there's a letter, there's a pen, there's a couple of hearts. I have it tucked inside with my heart garden border, so that's why this is over here, and these little hearts belong with this. So everything on this side is what goes with the little letter. So I will also add a label up there for this set. And this one I also used for the Valentine card. So if you missed that, you can see how that looks. It's kind of hard to tell just from the dies themselves because it has to be folded up and everything. But if you want to see how that one is used, you can check out that video as well. Really fun one. I think that's also one that could be used year-round. Next up is the Doily Hearts. I'm always looking for a unique sized or shaped focal panel just to kind of mix things up, and I thought this one would be really fun. I love the heart detail and all the little cutouts. I love the little embossed lines that the die is going to add to your die cuts. And then you have this nice round center area where you can add an image or a sentiment or whatever you want to do. I just thought this would be a really fun one to have. So stay tuned. I'll definitely be using this one in the Valentine card series coming up. And I also did pick up the Lacy rectangle stackables. Again, I'm always interested in new layering dies because I think it just is a nice way to make your card look a little bit unique rather than just using like a straight rectangle. You can have this fun little lacy detail along the edges, and so I definitely had to pick that up. And again, I think this is definitely one that you can use for more than just Valentine's Day. I plan on using this year-round. Especially for a card that is a bit more girly. I think that can be a fun little element with the lace detail on the edges. The next die that I got is actually not new at all, but it has been one that I've been wanting for such a long time. And I just haven't bit the bullet until now, but I decided to go ahead and grab it with this order. So I picked up the Oliver's Stitched ABCs. So I only have 2 of the alphabet dies. I have the, what's the chubbier one? I can't remember. Hold on one second. So here are the 2 that I have. I actually keep them both on the same sheet. So I have the Quinn's ABCs, which is the chubby and cute one. And then I also have Finley's ABCs, which is a little bit skinnier. And this is the one that I use so often, the Finley's ABCs. If I'm going to use alphas on a card, like alpha die cuts, this is the one that I go to quite often, just because I'm able to get a longer word on a card front because they are skinnier. But I have been wanting the Oliver's Stitched ABCs for a while. I just think it adds a nice element to a card. It's a little bit wider, so it's more on the scale of the Quinn's ABCs, but it's a little bit more of a sophisticated look, I guess. It almost reminds me of like marquee letters or something with the stitching detail. I don't know, I just really like this one, and I've been wanting to add it to my collection for a couple of years actually. So I finally just went ahead and said this is the time I'm gonna get it. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And that was all of the dies. So I did get one of the new stencils, which is the bamboo stencil. I thought that would be really, really fun to use with the Heart Pandas. And this is a layering stencil, so there's 3 different pieces. So you can change up the colors, or you can just use different parts of it if you want to get a different look. Or you can obviously use all 3 and build them together. So I just thought that would be fun, and I went ahead and grabbed that. So I'll use that in a video coming up pretty soon. I also grabbed 2 packs of cardstock. So I grabbed the new Lobster, which is the red. I'm not sure what the issue is with the cardstock, if Lawn Fawn is having trouble getting the one that they used to have manufactured, or if they just wanted to change up the color. The one that I use all the time is Barn Red. I keep them in these Avery job ticket holders, and then I just put a label on the end. So I went ahead and grabbed the Lobster so I could try to compare. And honestly, they are pretty close to the same. I'll take it out of the plastic so you can just get an idea yourselves. But hopefully you guys can see that. It's not much of a difference. I would say the Barn Red is a little bit more orange toned. It's more of like a fire truck red, whereas this is a little bit cooler toned. It reminds me a little bit more of like holly berries and stuff like that, but it is a very subtle difference, and to be honest, I'm not even sure that my camera is going to be able to pick up. As I'm looking through the viewfinder, they look pretty much the same, so we'll see how it turns out as I'm editing. But in person I can see a difference, but it is a subtle difference. But it looks like this one might be replacing the Barn Red. I'm not really sure about that. I don't know the details, but I went ahead and grabbed it anyway just to check, because you know, you always need a good red cardstock, not only for the holidays, but Valentine's Day as well, and all throughout the year. So yeah, so I just went ahead and grabbed the new Lobster. And the Lobster is actually the name of Lawn Fawn's bright red ink. So it kind of makes sense that it matches with the ink. So yeah. And then I also did pick up a restock of Ballet Slippers. Since we are approaching Valentine's Day, I'm down to 1 sheet of this, and I do use it fairly often. It's such a great color, especially for girl cards, but also it's nice to have like a softer Christmas card or other things, definitely for Valentine's Day. So I definitely wanted to restock my Ballet Slippers. I got 2 of the new washi tapes. So I got the Conversation Hearts washi tape, which just has the little hearts and the fun little sayings in them, which will be great for Valentine's Day. And then this one is the Heart Pandas. So this one will be great anytime. There are some little hearts. There's a heart balloon, and this one's holding a cupcake. This one's holding bamboo. This one looks like it's fishing for a little heart. So there are some hearts on there, but I still think that is an everyday washi tape that could be used anytime. So those are the 2 that I grabbed. And then the last thing that I got was a restock of my favorite embellishment, Stardust Stickles. I have 2 bottles of this currently, and both of them are so empty that they are really, really hard to squeeze out. So I definitely wanted a new one for the new year, because we've got a lot more cards that are going to need some sparkle on them. And this is my favorite. I just love how it looks on a card. So that was my entire Lawn Fawn haul. I actually did pick up one other thing that I was just going to share with you guys quickly. I actually didn't get this from Lawn Fawn, but Lawn Fawn does carry it. And that is a restock of my Scotch 3M foam tape. It comes in this giant roll, and this is what I was down to. So I always buy it in the giant roll. So this is what was left on my roll after the holiday card series. I was really starting to panic that I might not have enough to finish out the year. So I went ahead and grabbed this one. I picked it up on Amazon just because I got some Amazon gift cards for the holidays, and so I went ahead and grabbed that. But yeah, Lawn Fawn carries it as well, so I'll link to it there as well, so you can get it either place. But I love this foam tape. It's my favorite. I use it on most of my cards. I would say 95% of my cards. And it's just a really, really great tape. It gives you that little bit of dimension on your cards, but it's very, very sticky, but it's also easy to cut and tear off and just tear with your fingers. You can tear off strips easy. If I have extras, I just stick them on top so that they don't lose their stick. But yeah, so I'm really glad to have the brand new roll because I'm sure I'll go through that in just a couple of months. So anyway, that was everything that I picked up for December, and I just wanted to once again say thank you guys so much for being here with me for all of 2024, and I hope to bring you a lot more exciting content in 2025, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, just thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so appreciative for all of the likes and comments and well wishes, and thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel, for purchasing your products from Lawn Fawn using my links. That means a lot. I did have a few more purchases from this release than I did the previous one, so thank you guys so much for doing that. It means the world to me. It enables me to keep this channel going and to purchase products like this, so that I can bring you new ideas. So thank you so much. If you do want to support my channel and you plan on purchasing from Lawn Fawn, please just use a link that is down in the videos underneath that are in the description bar. You just click on the description bar to expand that, and any of those links will take you to the Lawn Fawn page where you can purchase items, and at no cost to you, it gives my channel a little kickback where I'm able to keep this channel going and purchase things like giant rolls of foam tape and Lawn Fawn products and other companies' products. So thank you so much, and happy 2025, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.